Okay, this is take two because I forgot to turn on my microphone. But I got a new pair of boots. They're Cowtown boots. It's a handmade brand. They make them here in the United States, in Texas. If you look right there, it says handmade in Texas. So they hand make them here in Texas, and so and they're Cowtown is the brand. They're full quill. If my camera would focus, they're full quill ostrich Uto boots. So the FQ, that's what it means. That's what full quill is what that means. And so it's ostrich. That's the animal that they used for the skin, and their Uto. So it's the rounded toe. There's a square toe, pointed toe. There's all kind of different toes. Well, I got my shoe size is 9, and I went with the D. So the D, what that stands for is that's the width. So when you buy a pair of boots, this little letter out here, it's a E or a D. I think there's a C. I'm not sure. And then there's a wide toe, square toe. Wait, no, there's wide. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. It's wide. So it's the width of the boot. So if you have like skinny feet, you get an E. A normal size foot would be a D, and then if you have a wide foot, you would get a wide. So I paid $3.79 for these. Um, so that's a decent price for a pair of boots. And we can go ahead and I'll unbox them. So I unboxed them. This is what they look like. Like I said, $3.79 is what I paid. And a pair of boots, you get what you pay for. So if you pay $100 for a pair of boots, they're probably not going to be comfortable. So when you buy a pair of boots, this part is what your foot sits on, right underneath here, and here. So that's the arch of your foot. That's where it's going to go. And then there's the heel right here. So if you buy a pair of cheap boots, this isn't going to be like real cushioned properly, and it's not going to be shaped properly. They just roughly threw it on there. Um, so if you buy a cheap pair of boots, over time, it's going to start making your feet hurt, and then it's going to make your back hurt. No one wants a aching back or an aching feet. When you buy a pair of boots, you want them to be comfortable. So make sure you get what you pay for. Now I'm not saying you to go out there and buy a pair of $1,000 Lucchese's, but these are my personal preference of what felt the best. The Cowtown, the brand was, and that brand just felt the best to me. And I already went in there knowing I wanted a pair of ostrich skin because I've been wanting one of those pair of these for a while. Now I have one, and I do recommend Cowtown. They're really comfortable. As soon as I slid my foot in there, I was like, this is the one that I want. There's all kinds of brands out there. You just gotta get the one that's right for you. Cowtown is probably not gonna be right for everyone. Everyone has different shaped feet and stuff. But this is the ostrich. This is the part. This is the ostrich skin. And if you see, or back when I was showing you the box, it's full quill ostrich. So these little things right here, these are the quills. You can see that. Those are quills, and that's the quill of the animal, like where the feather would come out. And it's the whole quill. There's half quill and things like that. But the ostrich runs all the way around the boot like that, and then up here, the top of the boot, um, they're not as tall as they look. They look really tall, but they're not. It's a normal pair of boots. There's ostrich right here. These are like put your fingers in them, slide the boot on. I don't do that. But there's stitching right here, so pretty blue stitching, and so a basic design. This is some brown leather, the basic design, and this is real authentic ostrich. I failed to mention that, but it's real, 100% real ostrich. There's fake out there, so you gotta know what you're looking for. See, they're real and they're super soft. See how that it just by the touch, it moves around just like a normal shoe. That's how comfortable they are. And they're a wooden bottom. I've worn these a couple times. That's why they're kind of scratched up. Got these on Wednesday. I'm filming this on Thursday. Wait, no, I got these on Tuesday. Okay. Um. So yeah, I and this part is wood. This part, well, you can't really hear it, but that's wood. Okay, this right here. It's a rubber heel, and this is stacked leather. So you see, like the line. That's one. That's two. That's three. That's four. That's five. There's 5 layers of leather here. Probably more than that. And this part, this is the wood part. This top layer up here. That's the wood. That's the sole of the boot, the wood. But this is this stacked leather, and the rubber piece for your heel, so you don't. Because if this is really slippery, like on carpet or something, you gotta be careful. On ice, that would probably be really bad. But I'm gonna go try them on and show you what they look like. All right, so this is what they look like on my feet. You can see through the mirror right there. They look. I like how they look on my feet. I thought they looked pretty good. But every person is gonna think differently. So when you buy a pair of boots, you want to get you a pair of bootcut jeans. There's a lot of space at the bottom to go around your boot. You don't want like a tight pair of jeans and tucking them in your boots. That does not look good. Or a pair that you try to force over your boots. You don't want to do that. You want to get a pair that fits you. So this is what they look like. Comes up to about my calf, the top of the boot. But I like how they look on my feet. They look just like normal. They're not too flashy. They're not ugly. I really like these. And yeah, that's how you want your pants to fit for your boots, in my opinion. So I got these boots at French's Shoes and Boots in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's on 231. It's right in as soon as you come into Murfreesboro. If you're coming through like Shelbyville, it's right through there. But there's a really nice gentleman in there that helped me. Figure out what I wanted and what I should get. What he pointed me to what he likes, and so with this boot, he told me he helped me out a lot. They're so soft, and any pair of boots, you're gonna break them in. So when you get them, they're gonna be broken in, and they're not gonna be broken in when you get them. But when you get them, and as you wear them, they're gonna be broken in, and at like when you walk on stuff, they're gonna get broken in, and they're gonna get loose. They're already like loose right here because of the type of material, but they're gonna get looser as you wear them because they're gonna get broken in. That's not a bad thing. That just means they have molded to your foot, and they're gonna feel even better than when you bought them and more comfortable. So when that happens, there's gonna be a lot of room up here, so it's not gonna be real tight on your foot. This is gonna be kind of above your foot, and so what you want to do is you want to go to the boot store and get you a pair of insoles, and you just slide them down in there. They're boot insoles. They're made for boots. Don't just go to Walmart and get a pair. It's a special type of insole, and that's what you're gonna want to do. Get a pair of insoles. Just slide them in there. Put your foot in there, and it's just gonna be just like when you first bought them, tight and comfortable. But if this is not a sponsored video, but if any of you boot companies want to sponsor me, comment down below, and I can get with you and send you my information, and we can work that out. I'd be willing to sponsor any brand, any type of boots, work boots, anything. But I really like these boots. Thanks for watching, and boot companies, please send me some boots to sponsor.